Yo, Dime, what up? It's your boy Larry Jamel. Welcome to another episode of International Crossover. Belal, my guy, you gotta introduce our special guest for the day.
What's up, man? This is a very, very special guest. We started really from day one. Please, everybody, I'm very excited to announce the professional player Mamadou and Nadal is with us.
Thank you very much.
Let's go.
It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Welcome,
It's been a
welcome.
while.
My guy's in the
I haven't seen you
building.
for a while.
Yeah,
I know it's
welcome,
been a
Mamadou.
minute, bro. Don't worry,
It's
you'll see
been-
me soon.
for sure.
Yeah, man. So Mamadou has been with us since day one, really. Since we started Ball Above All, he played with us from the
Yeah.
start. I think maybe dating down to 2015.
2015.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
2015.
yeah.
That
So-
was like my, I think, second year of uni.
Yeah,
This
man.
was my
Yeah,
second
yeah,
year of
yeah.
uni. Since then, it was just ball above ball. Like we were all excited to play ball above ball because it was actually the only like basketball tournament or league that was actually there for expat, So
Yeah.
it's actually a good thing, exposure, especially now that slowly basketball is coming into the country, and like now, if anyone comes here from outside, they come to be like, oh, like where can I play basketball in any league? Usually it's just ball above all, So
Ball
it's
above
been,
all, got you.
yeah, they've been doing very well, to be honest.
Yo, Mamadou, I just want to ask though, like when did you start playing basketball? Tell us about the basketball journey.
So basketball for me, like technically, is kind of like a second like love, because my first love was soccer, football, because everyone who was born in the UAE, they just play football, and because my dad also is like one of the most like the most senior here. Like he came here as a professional basketball player, and he played for the like army of the national team. So everything was kind of surrounded around him, and I was brought up in basketball. So as a kid, I used to play basketball and stuff like that, but I was more interested in football. Till like the age of like maybe 13, that's when my dad like moved from like, so he came here as a professional for Jazeera Club. Then he went to Wahda and became like a trainer there, like a coach. And then after that, he went to Sharjah. That was when I was around 13. That was when actually I started taking basketball seriously, because that's when I started, growing like more than other kids.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, "Yo, like basketball is like for you. Like you're kind of built into it, Especially that my mom is a basketball player too, so it runs in the family." So then that's when I started playing, and especially at those times, it was just like locals that are allowed to play. So the expats, they just practice and all of that stuff. Since my dad was a coach, so I had the privilege to practice with them and all of that stuff. So since then, I just practice till I started uni, and that's where I continued basketball, and that's how I got even the scholarship to play in the university there,
yeah.
which was a big thing. So that was really
Was UOS, yeah?
yeah,
University
University
of
of Sharjah,
Yeah,
so,
fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where I met really Mamadou through a mutual friend, and he had a team at the time. The guy's name is Rafiq. He had a lot of interest in basketball. He used to has his team Vipers.
Exactly,
So
Vipers, yeah.
everyone played on Vipers. Rafiq was the you could say the main guy when it comes to recruiting talent.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
He knows
okay.
the players.
He
was a scout?
after
He was the
all
scout?
talent.
He's the
man.
scout.
Yeah, he was like the guru of getting talent. Everyone wants to play with Rafiq. He
Yeah.
gets people on board. And yeah, I met Mamadou there, and he came to the league, and you could tell he's different from the get-go. Like, all my life growing up in the 90s, you see the bigs, they're going to be in the center position or the forward. They don't try to explore the court. With him, he grabs a rebound, he dribbles like coast to coast, he dunks it on somebody, he stops, he shoots a three. He even led some games in steals, So for a big man, he's like, what are you, like 210?
206.
Yeah, so 206, man. He's trying to get steals from guards. He's defending guards. He's definitely like not a typical center back then. Definitely like has, you could say, the complete game from rebounding to scoring to defensive ability. And the nice thing about Mamadou was always his mindset, because as you know, in Dubai, everyone played somewhere, and now they're in Dubai, and they all have their two cents to say about your game. And he took whatever he wanted to take that benefits him and made it his own and grew into the player that he is. Definitely, it's like my hat's off goes to
Thank
you,
you, thank you very
because
much,
it's not an
appreciate
easy thing.
Yeah, it's
I've seen it.
It's not easy.
As
It
a
really
young,
isn't.
yeah, as a young up and comer, people always gonna give you like their advice, and he took the best advice from wherever he could gather. He listened to everyone and just applied to what works to him. So that's really, really good.
Thank you.
Definitely. What was that transition like from uni to playing pro basketball?
So, like in uni, like when we started, we actually like the vice president that me and Bilal actually played in. Like it was 2017. So before that, prior to that, like even in universities, like I have my boy Mendy, as you know, and also Ticha. Like we were like the main players of University of Sharjah. So we started playing in a couple of tournaments before that. Before the vice president, it was like I think one was in Wasal, one was in Sharjah, and I think one was in Shabab before it became Shabab Lahli. So that's when we started playing. We even have taken a couple of expats to play with us. So they knew us around that time. So throughout, like the last checkpoint was the vice president. You know, that's where we like basically blew up, and since then that's where they opened up the residency where people expat can play. So one of the first players to play as an expat was me and Mendy and a couple of other guys after us. So that was good.
So, Larry, basically the Vice President Cup here is not open to expats. It was just for the locals to play. And then we had, through our community and through building the community of basketball, we approached the federation and see if it's possible to enter a team under Ball Above All to represent the expats in the Vice President Cup. And they welcomed us on board, and we formed the team and we played, and we finished runners-up versus Ahli, which has been winning for a while, apparently, Ahli Vice President Cup. We lost by 1 point, which is a very controversial call.
Wow.
Very
It's a
controversial call.
heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, man, yeah. But I mean, the good thing about it, we had, I think, 12 people, and out of that initial group, we had 5 that signed afterwards, and Mamadou was one of them. And I think he won the MVP or the
best scorer.
best scorer award in the
MVP
finals.
was
So he really killed it. And because he did that, obviously opened up the eyes on the expats and say, hey, look at Mamadou, look at Mendy, even look at Belal Abdullah or other people that played in the league, that, wow, they're definitely talented expats here. Why not use them and allow them to join the league to lift up the UAE level as well? So that's what happened from there. Yeah.
Yeah, how did it feel to now represent UAE, have that on your chest?
That's actually really nice, because especially the fact that I was born here, like I haven't been much in my actually own country. Like I've been there maybe like 3 times max. So like here's all I ever known in my life. So especially that people, and I grew up with these players, like all the players I'm playing with national teams, we actually grew up together. Like we've known each other like since the age of 13, 14.
That's
nice. So it's
amazing.
nice, like it's like brotherhood.
That's really cool, yeah.
So the fact that I am with them to able to help them to play like in the national team is actually like really a big thing. So it's a nice feeling. Like I always dreamed to be like going with the national team, playing outside and all of that stuff. So I'm getting to do that now. That's really like a blessing, you know. So like I cannot thank God.
And I think you're the first, if maybe I don't know the second, maybe, but I think it's the first to ever be nationalized.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's amazing, man.
That's really good. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Did it live up to your expectations?
See,
like being on the national team, like having this dream, and now you're here.
Yeah, it's really nice, because it's nice when people depend on you. You know, they be like, okay, we got you, so like we feel at ease. So it's a nice feeling where you feel like, okay, like I'm providing something for the national team, for everyone, and like just to help out is actually a nice feeling. So like since I started playing like as a nationalized, so I'm starting to play as local in clubs. So now, like, I get more minutes, like expat before they didn't used to get minutes, like, because the main players are usually the imports that actually come, like, they get signed and they have great CV and all of that stuff. So it's tough for me, like an expat who just graduate from uni, they don't have much of a CV to be able to play. Like, they know I can play, but at the end, they will always value the imports over the expat. And since I became local, and it's been like, I mean, I've been playing 40 minutes for every game, you know? So it's tiring, it's taxing, but it's nice at the end of the day when people depend on you.
Yeah, and that all goes back to you, man, honestly, because you proved yourself, you stayed consistent, you kept on hard work,
That's
and
true.
eventually they had to see you. They couldn't say no, you know?
Yeah, they couldn't say no.
That's really good, man, really good to see. And for me, I mean, even just watching Mamadou now on TV or playing for a national team, it's inspiring, even though I'm not looking to do the same thing. I'm too old now, but it's inspiring to see this story, how it generated from zero to where it is now, you know. And when I first came, I met Mamadou. I even told him, man, if they don't open anything here, like, let me know. I've got some ties in Australia I can connect you to.
That's true.
Because I saw the talent, you know. I knew he had it. and I didn't want him to waste what he had, you know. So I'm
but-
really happy for you,
thank
man.
you,
That
thank you.
worked out
Appreciate
here.
it,
It's really
appreciate
good,
it so
really
much.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, now Belal saw the vision. Hey, Belal, I got a question for you. So,
Yeah.
so Mamadou, he gets nationalized playing for the pro league in UAE. How did that feel for you?
Like I said, man, it's amazing. I mean, I've never looked at it what we have done until you see these chips fall into places. You know, like when we were playing the Vice President Cup, Mamadou, we didn't even think like this is gonna happen.
No one
We
actually.
were just
thought-
like, okay, we're enjoying the game. We're playing
Exactly.
high quality basketball. We're showcasing what talent we have, and we weren't. It wasn't on our radar that maybe one day one of us will get nationalized or one of us will get scouted to be on a national team or even sign contracts with the professional teams here because they weren't allowed to play as expats, until that happened, and then they opened the doors. So to see all of that come, it's just unbelievable, and it's great for the country, for the community. There's opportunities now for people to look up, like to Mamadou and say, hey, one day I can play ball here. Look at what Mamadou did. I could do the same thing, and I could follow his footsteps. So that's really nice to see. It's inspiring.
Yeah, Mamadou's true inspiration. Yeah, so for the next generation, what advice would you give them?
So for the next generation now, especially now, so after this everything opened up, like all the residency, because they've been talking about the residency and they expect playing since I was the age of 13. So imagine how long ago was that. So now that it opened up for like the kids, like now like they're trying to recruit more kids, especially the kids that are actually born here, because you never know, especially since I got nationalized, you never know any kid that's born actually here, they can have the chance to actually play, especially now, like our generation, for example, my generation with like the bigs, like Qais and Omar and Jassim, all those guys, we are like the tallest in the team. So we need like more expat if possible to be able to, if they're gonna be tall and all of that stuff. So we need more players, So that's the only way you can improve. You cannot improve in the same circle like of friends. Imagine you playing your friends against each other every day. You're gonna improve, but at some point. So you need to find more challenges and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
so
you basically need to plant these base seeds for the players that are currently now youth. They're like 14, 15,
Yes, especially those age.
to look up and train against these guys to raise the level up. Funny story, actually, like I organize my leagues and obviously we have some of the youth teams, the 19 youth teams playing in the adult leagues sometimes just to raise their level.
Exactly.
Obviously, if you're 17, 18, one more year, you're an adult, you're playing versus adults, but if you've never played against them, you're going to struggle. So part of our academy program is that once they reach the 19 new team, we play them in the youth leagues, but we also play them in the adult leagues so they could get some friction and get some ability to understand the game. And I don't want to mention who, but I got a complaint from the people that I hire facilities from saying, hey, what are you doing? Like, you can't play youth with adults. I was like, that's basketball, man.
Basketball.
Like, how are they going to improve?
That's the
by
only way to
playing
improve.
their age. When I was young, I was playing people. I was 15, 16. I was playing against 30-year-olds. Like, that's how you
I was
improve.
playing against grown-ass men at 12.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So,
at the park.
but that's the culture in a way. People need to understand. You need to feed and show these youth what basketball is about with the adults. Not that the adults are playing it perfectly, but I mean to have this bit of friction playing and have this ability to compete against an adult is different than competing against a young guy like you, the same age. Yeah.
No, 1,000%. You need that push.
You need it.
So I did a quick dive, because you was private on the gram, man. So I couldn't really do my research, but I saw when you're not hooping, you're also an artist. Can you speak a little bit more about your art and maybe how you got into that?
So basically, like when I was like grade 8, 9, because I'm a huge fan into like anime. Like I love anime. Like I still watch it to this day, And I used to watch it before everyone started watching it, like before it became like a trend. So I took that great pride in it. So I used to be good at drawing when I was a kid. So people were saying, "Oh, why don't you draw and stuff like that?" So I just picked it up recently, and like everything. For example, like basketball, every time you shoot a shot and you keep repeating, you get better at it. So the same thing was with drawing. So I like to draw and all of that stuff. So the more anime I'm used to it, so I get more like exposure to different type of style and the way but lately I stopped for a while. So but it's a great. Basically a getaway, So that's nice.
Yeah. It keeps you busy.
He's really good at it. Like, he's really good at it. Yeah.
Do you have a
Some
favorite
images
piece
and
that you drew?
So the favorite piece, I think it was Grimjaw from Bleach. That was it. Looked nice, to be honest. If you see it on the Instagram, it's right there. That one and Olkoyor is those two are from the Bleach. I feel that was the best that I did, to be honest. Those were the nice ones.
All right, cool. I'm gonna have to check them out, man.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I also have a few other random questions. All right.
Tell me.
What's a song that's getting you hype right now? Like, what's your pregame song?
So pre-game song, you have what do you call? I mean, it's also anime anime song. It's called.
Oh, you put anime theme songs?
Yeah. Anime like the theme song, the opening theme song of Naruto is called "Heroes Come Back" by Nobody Knows. Like that's like when I think that's where I got into like songs of animes and all that stuff. I'm a huge nerd when it comes to anime.
All right, so when you're hearing that song, you dropping a double?
Yeah, but I'm locked in, you know. That's how I get my thing going.
Well, he actually throughout his career in ball above all, he's averaged doubles basically.
Yeah.
So he had
He's
think
a
something
machine.
like 16, 17 a game, and 10 to 12 rebounds
Yeah,
a game. In the elite level, I'm talking only.
Yeah.
So when he did that, he's definitely a machine.
Alhamdulillah.
So he had some games that he had high 20 rebounds too, and a few blocks,
Word?
like 5-6 blocks.
You on
Yeah.
your Rudy Gobert?
Me, I love the thing is I'm a defensive player. Like people don't know this, but I'm actually a defensive player. Like my pet peeves in basketball, if someone don't play defense, I'd rather you not be in my team, you know. But
I hear that. Same.
bro, I cannot. So like
You can't teach hustle.
you cannot teach it, man. It has to be a hard thing, you know.
Yeah.
And also like in terms of like block, like in terms of basketball at all, like shooting, dunking, and all of that stuff, I really love blocking. Like blocking is like where I get my high from. You know what gets me going through the game. Like the more blocks I have, is what gets the team more
Energy, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's
feeds
what
the team.
Exactly. So that's my main goal, actually helping out the team. You know. So-
Especially when someone's talking a bit of trash,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you get back to him with a block.
Yeah.
You're like,
He cannot say
good.
anything. He cannot say
It's
anything.
on. Let's go.
Yo, get that out of here, bro.
Yeah.
No, I love that. All right, so I don't live in Dubai, but I've been hearing about the Dubai chocolate. So I gotta ask a local, man. What is Dubai chocolate, and what is the hype about?
Actually, I don't know what's the.
Have you tried it?
No.
I haven't tried it either. We live in Dubai, you know.
We live. That's the crazy part. We live in Dubai.
Yeah.
So whatever people are talking about, they're the one who's gonna come and try it. We won't.
Well,
try
we
it.
live in Dubai, so whatever chocolate we have is Dubai chocolate.
Yeah,
you know?
Dubai chocolate.
That's how it is.
Yeah, right. All
No,
right,
but
all right, that's
I
fair.
heard
That's
in
fair.
the UK they actually didn't allow people to purchase a certain amount of Dubai chocolate because
Oh.
it was creating a lot of chaos in the supermarkets and they're running out.
Yeah,
So
I
they had to
know.
control it. They can't buy more than a certain amount apparently in the UK of Dubai chocolate.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
It's a hot commodity, man. It's hot.
Yeah. Well, next
All right,
episode
all right.
we're gonna bring it over and try it.
Yo, you might have to. You might have to. I might have to get one shipped over to me straight from over there.
Yeah.
Hey, Mamadou, all right.
Tell me.
Who's winning the NBA championship this year?
See, I'm not that into it. All I need to know is why they're not giving fouls to Steph Curry. That's my only that's my only thing. Why they're not giving him fouls? That's my only thing. But as far as who might win it, I feel like Timberwolves are the one. Like either Timberwolves or Nuggets. Those are my favorite picks.
Okay, cool. I'm still gonna rock with my Knicks. I still got faith.
It's still got faith.
No, I got faith.
The Knicks need like a new direction. I think they've been there for a minute, and like honestly, guys, like it's amazing what you guys have made. And the Knicks, every player who ever played the game, they love playing in Madison Square Garden.
Exactly.
We want to see the Knicks back in the mix, man. That's what we need to do.
I know. We gonna get there sooner or later.
Hopefully.
All right, and before we let you go, man, what does a pro mean? Like, what does being a pro mean to you?
So a pro, like technically, if you think about it, it started from uni. It's what caused me to like actually study without actually needing to pay. So that's where everything starts. When you get a scholarship as a mini pro, you can say. and I graduated from University of Sharjah with mechanical engineering degree. So I'm grateful for that.
Oh,
And
that's
from,
amazing, bro.
yeah, thank God, thank you. And from then, like going into the basketball realm and like getting more exposure, playing outside and all of that stuff, it's just like I think anyone would want to have a piece of that, you know, especially if you
Yeah.
are into basketball or any other sports. Anyways, just having the pro life is just it's something you cannot explain it unless you're in it, you know. So it's really
Yeah.
meaningful to be honest.
The way the two words I would use for my experience in some professional background is roller coaster
Yes.
basketball,
Oh.
because
yeah.
you'll be a high one game and like
And the other game,
the
you
other
cannot
game
hit
you'll be on the
anything.
low, or a team will pick you one day, and next season you don't know who's gonna pick you. So it's a
sure.
really emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
And,
Definitely is.
And also it's a privilege. So a privilege where people can't take for granted, because if you
cannot.
take that privilege for granted and you're playing pro
Oh.
and you stop working as hard, you stop doing things as hard,
exactly.
you're not gonna be picked. Even
Yep.
if you average 40 last season and this season you're not doing the same thing as hard, you're out.
Yeah, you're
done.
out. You have to be
You
consistent.
know, so it's a privilege
Yeah.
that people need to really work hard to stay at.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Actually, to backpack off what Belal just said, like, did you take in any meditation, some yoga? Like, how did you kind of manage maybe that stress?
That stress, I mean, I have my family to thank for it because they've been with me since day one, you know, like especially my dad, he's a coach, you know, like when you have a dad
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a coach, he's always on your...
Yeah, he was there every game.
Yeah, he's always on you, you know. And my mom, you know, she tries her best, like she gives me prayers and all of that stuff, make sure
Yes.
like, I come back home early and sleep and all of that stuff, you know. So all of that, like, and my friends also coming there every game, and like all of this aspect is basically what's like keeping me going, you know,
Yeah.
like for my family and all of that stuff. That's what it is, you know.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Do you have any rituals before the game starts? What's your thing that you go to before the game starts? Some people like, I want to wear the same socks, or I want to wear the same. You know, do you have anything like that?
No, but my thing is just have a cold shower before getting in, because that's what keeps
Okay.
me alert, you know, like because there are some people they like hot shower to get them more relaxed because they're maybe tensed up. But for me, it's just I need to wake up from my sleep, you know.
Wait, yeah.
That's my thing, yeah.
Yeah, it gives you a jolt of energy.
Exactly. That's why
Yeah.
the only thing I do, to be honest.
Amazing.
That's dope. I love that. This is the top 10 plays from Ball Above All. Let's get it. Playing now. All right, quick steal. Oh, block. Good deny. Hey, Mamadou, you see that?
Yeah,
That's gonna get you hype, right?
that's my domain. That's my domain.
Oh, what? How you hit that shot, bro? That was hands in the in the face. Okay, stop, pop, and one. Come on, ref.
Oh, it's a buzzer beater too.
Oh, it's a buzzer beater? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, steal, you thought. Deny. Okay, coast to coast, outlet, dunk off. Let's go. That's what I like to see. I need to see some rim shakers, some rim rockers. Oh, found this man. Oh, that's the bro. Is that Lamine?
Yeah,
I think that was Lamine.
Yeah.
I think that was Lamine. I was like, I forgot that he could get up like that. Step back, looking like Harden. Step back, looking like Harden.
That's Michel. He's our leading elite scorer at the moment. He just scored 3,000 points.
What the hell? I could tell. Get out of here,
Oh my god.
Mamadou. I need a reaction.
Boy, I'm telling you, I get the high from that shit.
Hey, throw it up to my guy. Alley-oop galore right now. Top 2 plays, another alley. Throw it up, bang out. Let's go. Yeah, these top plays.
That's Hadi.
Yeah, this
Hadi is doing very well
Yeah.
also with 24 Academy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. Yeah, I like these top plays this time around. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit hype, man. Maki is doing his thing. You know, he's collecting all of these top plays for us. Amazing work.
Y'all are killing it, for real. But truly, man. But Mamadou,
Yes.
again, man, appreciate your time. Thank you for
thank you
joining
for
the podcast.
No problem. Thank you. You guys are invited
Yeah,
me,
no.
so you guys seeing me means something, you know.
Honestly, man, Mamadou, what a legend. Thank you so much for coming down. We really appreciate it. And I know we're not seeing each other as often as we
for
were,
sure, yes.
but you're always a brother, and this is
Exactly,
always your home. Anytime you need anything,
anytime,
always let us know,
anywhere,
man.
for sure.
Thank you.
It was a
so
pleasure,
much.
brother.
I appreciate it.
Hey, yo,
appreciate
can't
it.
wait to see you again. See you soon,
For
brother.
sure, for sure. See you soon, bro.
Yo, appreciate y'all watching this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. We're definitely bringing in more guests. Comment, like, let us know who we should bring on the podcast. Like, subscribe, the whole nine. You already know. It's Larry Belal, International Crossover. We out here. Aye.